If you guys love hip hop, check it out. This is One West magazine. It is a beautiful glossy magazine with great articles inside on some of your favorite rappers and hip hop artists, music, fashion, beauty, lifestyle. And I'm going to go ahead and switch around here and show you the man behind One West magazine. And AD in the house.
How you doing?
Say hi. Okay. OG Cuicide, nice to see you.
Likewise.
I am showing off you guys on my selfie stick here on my Facebook chat.
The tripod.
Yes, the selfie tripod. You got to get you one, AD.
I'm getting one. Whoever made that one, I need in on that.
Okay, so you guys are sharing this chat so we can get your buddies in on this?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just signed into the Wi-Fi.
All right, well, let me go ahead and say hello to everybody while you guys are checking in. Emily, first on the chat. Nice to see you. Emily, how are you tonight? Raining out there, I know, in LA. So anyway, guys, I love on Wednesdays, especially on Wednesdays, doing these Facebook chats on empowering young people, on foster care, adoption, people doing amazing things to make life better on this planet. So I have my man, OG Cuicide, who's joining us because he's got a really powerful story. He is the publisher and founder of that magazine. Hi, Marco in San Jose, California. I don't know how San Jose found this chat, but nice to see you. Stephen, you're always with us. Jeff, nice to see you too. So really, it's not about me, so I'm gonna get off the chat here and join my boys as they talk about success, inspiring young people. Oh, I gotta make room for my little selfie stick here. Gotta make room for the selfie stick, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can you help me, AD, here? Can you help me move some of my stuff?
All this stuff.
All the stuff. Okay, so hi Daniel, nice to see you. Yes. Okay, so OG, I'm gonna get close to you here.
No problem.
Are we good here on the?
I'm
We're
going
good.
live on Instagram.
You're doing Instagram.
I'm doing
live?
Instagram live. It's still Facebook.
We've got competing social media.
No,
don't
it's the
we?
same company though.
Yeah, right. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Hi, Mike. Nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to just let you tell your story. Talk to them direct, and I'll jump back on in a second.
Okay.
Talk about what message you want to send to young people here. Let me go ahead and get you a good shot there.
Okay, well, my story starts off with me being abandoned when I was 18 months, and I was found in an apartment by the authorities in Children's Services where I was then placed in a foster home. And from there, Miss Price, who loved me like I was her own, you know, I was 18 months and they kept me in the foster home until they eventually adopted me, which was in 1976.
Okay, stand by because I want to jump in with you. AD, trade me places.
All right, let's go.
Trade me places. We're going to come back to AD in a second.
Yeah.
I mean, what you're telling me is such a powerful story. And really, I'd like to see if there's anybody on this chat who is in foster care, who's been in foster care, who's been adopted. If yes, you know somebody, your parent's a foster parent, would love to see a thumbs up emoji just to see who's with us on the chat. So you were how old when you were in foster care first?
18 months.
18 months. You don't really remember that.
No, I was young. We as I got older, Miss Price told me pretty much me and my older brother, we had been there for like 2-3 days in the apartment, just there, and neighbors kept hearing crying, you know, for like a couple of days. And
that story is so heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, most definite. So they eventually, you know, called the authorities, and when they came, they had to pretty much break in. And once they did, then they found us there.
Okay, Isaac, thanks for being on the chat here. Let me see who's jumping in here, because I think that a lot of people who have had tough times in life can just relate to your story, whether they've been in foster care or not. Okay, so hi, Donnie. Donnie says hi to OG and AD.
All right.
Hi, Donnie.
Oklahoma native in Seattle. Okay, Donnie in Seattle. I mean, I love these chats that we can reach people that are in so many different areas.
Yes.
Hector, always nice to see you. Eve, former foster child from the 70s. Okay, guys. So you're 18 months old. Your parents just disappeared?
Well, they chose drugs over me.
I know the story well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Addiction's a very painful thing.
Yes.
And addiction is what it is. It is addiction. Okay, so they I almost want to say they fell into drugs, they fell into addiction, and I like to love on my kids and say they couldn't pull themselves out.
Couldn't pull themselves out.
Okay. All right. Hi, Moises. Nice to see you. So you find this foster parent. How does she find you?
Well, her house, she normally keep foster kids. This is like
okay. She's
a home,
foster mom.
a foster mom.
Love to the foster moms,
Yes.
right? Emojis to the foster moms.
Most definite. So it's like a temporary home. So the children's services can bring kids there at that time, any time of the night.
So
Didn't
she
matter.
takes the emergency
Yes,
cases.
emergency cases.
Okay.
And when she took me, you know, she always used to tell me how I had eczema from like my neck. You know, 90% of my body was just, you know, eczemaed out.
Tough
so
times.
yeah, she really took a liking to me and really, you know, cared for me and loved me like I was her own, to where she eventually adopted me. Yes.
Those are the best stories. I
Yes.
love when I hear of the foster families who are really able to give the true love.
Yes.
Because you hear a lot of horror stories in the foster care system, but she loved you.
Love me.
Okay, Clara, thanks for your comment. Clara says, sad but saved by the system. Do you feel like you were saved by the system, by this foster mom?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's amazing. Hi to mom. She's passed away?
Yeah, she passed in 1992.
But always
She
in your
passed.
heart, right?
Forever.
Forever. Okay.
Forever.
All right. Lucky says, thank you for sharing your story. Your story will help so many people. Lucky, I've never seen your name on my chat, so where are you checking in from? I guess we should bring up the point that that's what you want to do by telling your story.
Yes.
What message do you want to send to other kids?
I for surely want to express to them to never give up. You know, no matter what you may be going through right now, you know, you may feel like the world is against you, because that's how I used to feel. I used to look in the mirror and wonder, why me?
But even though you found this loving home.
Yeah, and, you know, growing up, you know, in the home, for surely, you know, once I found out the actual story that they adopted me, I was a foster child, and, you know, how I grew up. I used
You
to
do
always
wonder, like, what happened? Why
like,
weren't my parents there?
Yeah, then when I,
Yeah.
you know, found out, you know, pretty much, like I said, you can't express it enough. They chose drugs over me. They fell in love with drugs.
Addiction's a very, very powerful,
True.
heartbreaking crisis in this country.
It is.
Yeah. Look at all the emojis coming in,
It is.
giving you some love.
Yeah.
Most
Giving you
definitely.
some love on the emojis. AD here is listening in, so well, we're going to bring AD into the chat in just a bit.
How y'all
so,
doing?
Yeah, and it is so funny talking to people like this. Like, I know it's crazy technology, but tell me about your story with AD. You guys are related.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
you know, this is my nephew right here. Grew up in the neighborhood, been you know, an inspiration in his life since he was young, and I mean, this dude, he's really made me proud of him. You know what he's grown up to be. He's, you know, real successful right now with his music career, and man, I salute him. I applaud him.
All right, AD, I love to put people on the spot. What
That's
do you
cool.
tell me about this man right here?
That's Unc right there, man. I mean, like, well, you know, the neighborhood where we come from, he laid the whole foundation for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, just put us on the map over there. So, like, you know, the predominant side of music in Compton, you know, it never came from our side. So, you know, Unc, he went out there, and you know what I'm saying, still to this day, he prominent in the music and making, you know what I'm saying, making everything open for us. So, you know, coming from where I come from, it wasn't like I'm a new cat. It's like, oh, you know, OG Suicide comes from over there. So they come and check in with him like, hey, is this guy good over here? You know what I mean? And that's
He's recommending you.
Oh yeah, of course.
I see. All right, let me check in here. See who's in on the chat. Let's see. I love the emojis, guys. Thank you. Let's see.
What are those?
People
Oh, they're
said
likes.
that-
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the thumbs up
I
emoji.
thought they were like water drops because it's raining.
The thumbs up emoji. People
Raindrops.
just stand in support. They send some hearts too. Right. So S. De La Rosa, new to the chat also. Thank you. Continue to share your strength and hope.
Most
So
definite.
I think that you're reaching out. Lucky is from Hawaiian Gardens, so thank you for jumping in,
Oh
Lucky,
yeah,
as well.
Hawaiian Garden. Very familiar with it.
All right, so talk about your career then, before we get to the magazine part. Let me move this here. How did you get into music?
Well, I'm a suicide survivor.
Another issue that I really want to tackle. I've worked for the suicide prevention hotline.
Oh, okay.
And emceed their walks before. I mean, who hasn't been touched by suicide? We all know somebody.
Yes.
Right. Okay. How
Yes.
old were you when you attempted?
I was 22.
Why? You seem like you had this family. You're with your brother.
Well, as I got older, you know, when I was like 16, growing up in the neighborhood, you know, I was heavy into gangbanging. So I was bringing a lot of drama to the house. And, you know, like that old saying, never bring drama where you rest your head. Well, I was one of the ones that was doing a lot, you know, running with the older cats in the neighborhood. And when I was gangbanging, I was gangbanging. I was into it heavy. So, you know, it was a lot of things happening at the house. Police kept raiding the house or raiding it because I was, you know, hustling, selling drugs to survive pretty much. And it got to a point to where Miss Price, her daughters, because Miss Price had got sick when she passed from stomach cancer. So she pretty much had got sick because when she adopted me, she was older and she was sick. So they kind of was in control of her house and they made me leave.
The sisters.
Yeah, the sisters, yeah. So from there, you know, them only being the people I know that's family, other than, you know, people in the neighborhood that's I consider as family to me. No other place to go but the streets and pillar to post. And, you know, it got to the point, people say it never get that bad, but, you know, the life I lived, you know, it got to a point to where I feel like I came to the end of my roads, where I feel like there was no purpose for me to continue on. Like, what was the real reason for me living?
And how many people feel that way, that they don't feel like they have a bright future?
Yes.
It's a lot of people.
employment-
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to jump in on that thought about the streets?
Yeah, I mean, you know, even like with Unc, you know, he felt like it was no way for him to, you know, survive and go on and things of that nature. And, you know, growing up in the same neighborhood, you know, it was hard for all of us. You know, I mean, I come from a good home, but as soon as you walk outside, you know, the wolves is outside, and it's like, you know, it's either fight or flight. And, you know, where we come from, you can't run away from that stuff. So, you know, even like back then, how the police used to treat us, I know his era was even worse. But, you know, I remember growing up, you know, I done been to jail from just walking outside with my socks on, and it's been considered gang loitering and things of that nature. So, you know, just dealing with, you know, regular things in life, period, on top of going through stuff. And, you know, everybody doesn't have a good family or a backbone to say everything is going to be okay. You know, there's a lot of kids that feel like they don't have anyone, and that's the worst thing. When somebody feels empty, you know, they'll take their life.
All right. Tell you what, let me see who's jumping in on the chat, guys. And I appreciate y'all joining here. We're trying to talk about empowering young people. So let me go ahead and get to your comments, because this is what the Facebook chat is about, what you guys have to say. So let me go ahead. I'm sure I'm super, super behind. I know, so many comments. Okay, here's what's going to happen. You guys are going to have to go on the chat when you're driving home or something.
Not a problem.
When you're driving, but when you're like sitting there in bed, okay, don't be texting while you're driving. But when you're sitting home, you know, just go through and see,
will.
maybe
Not a
answer some
problem.
questions, because I know we've missed them.
And to finish off pretty much where I left off is, like I said, I felt I came to the end of the road. And December the 31st, 1991, I actually took a gun and put it to my head and, you know, pulled the trigger. And
I can see the scar. I don't know if you guys can see the scar, but yeah, I can see it right there.
And God spared my life, and
God
you know,
said
He
it's
spared
not
my
your
life for
time.
real. It wasn't my time. And when I woke up in Martin Luther King Hospital, you know, at first my vision was real blurry, but then as it came to, you start seeing doctors just really screaming around the room like he's
talk to them.
alive.
Tell them your story.
You know, I feel like Frankenstein. You know, the way they was running around and swarming around. And when I got out the hospital, I still was in the same situation, you know, nowhere to go, homeless, but with a big bandage on my head. And, you know, thanks to my godparents, you know, Papa Jack and Charlene Jackson and, you know, my godbrother Wolf, you know, they, you know, took care of me, especially my brother Wolf when I was down. And so I stayed in, you know, the Motel 6 off Downey in Artesia. And I stayed there probably for about 3 months. And, you know, my bro was the one that went out every day and, you know, grind and make sure my room was paid for so I have a roof over my head.
You know, I've done some stories on some organizations and people who love those that the society wants to walk away from and say there's no hope for them.
Yes.
And move along and get them out of our lives, kind of thing. So those people that stood by you, you credit them for helping you through some crazy chapters.
Can't live life without giving credit what credit is due. And after that, I eventually started getting, you know, beats, tracks, music from a buddy of mine named Lee that stayed in Compton over in Track New. And I started writing to the beats. So I kind of like, because I never played sports. I wasn't into sports. So I really started liking what I started coming up with. I started liking what I started coming up with. and it started coming together good. So eventually I got in the studio and started doing music. In 1993, Leon Haywood took me under the wing. You know, God bless his soul, rest in peace. The pioneer of hip hop, where Dr. Dre and, you know, got the actual record G-Thing from. The original maker of that, I Want to Do Something Freaky to You, Bad Mama Jama. He took me under the wing and opened up his studio and allowed me to actually record an album. And in 1995, I actually put out an album titled Final Exit, that pretty much the whole album was about my life, the struggles I've been through, how I survived suicide, what I actually was going through that made me want to commit suicide. And I did that to inspire others, to show them, like, I've walked in your shoes, so I feel your pain. And I try to use music, you know, a way as an escape route. Some people use drugs. I'd rather use music.
Well, I think, and you guys can give me an emoji if you can relate to the story of suicide, somebody you know, somebody you love, a relative. I mean, I had a gentleman that I had dated for a little bit who took his own life. It's one of those, dude, it's like, your life is perfect. He played on the baseball team in college. He had a loving family. They were at the lake with their boats and their jet skis. And this guy, to me, had like the dream life, and the thought of this person taking his own life. So it's very real, and we never, you know, we don't always know somebody's sadness.
Because we keep it, you know, bottled up. Just like me, you know, growing up in the neighborhood, you know, I was one of the guys that was considered a shooter. So for me to come to the bigger homies and, oh man, I'm thinking about killing myself, it was more like, I guess you could say it was too much pride. You know, I felt, you know, embarrassed to approach him. You know?
Plus we didn't talk about it
No, not at all. So it stayed bottled up, and too much pressure to bust a pipe, and I experienced that.
Okay, let's take some comments here. Reels, Sinatra giving you some prayers. Thank you very much. Isaac says, God be with you. Thank you, Isaac. Kenrick says, keep going. Hector sending you blessings. Edward, good music all the time. Fritz sending you a heart. Tony, every day is a gift. Cherish it because
Most
we're not
definite.
promised tomorrow.
Yes.
Merchant says deep story. Tiffany, God bless you. Glad you were here.
Me too.
Valerie says, I've been trying to adopt my granddaughters for 2 years and thought that it would be done next week, but was told today we'd have to wait till the next court date. Oh,
Keep
Valerie.
going. Don't never give up. It will happen. You know, they're giving you court dates for a reason, so it will happen. And it's good that you're there for them, and you want to take them and accept them, because they really need that. They need that more than being in the system.
Thank you, Valerie, for sticking in there. Kinship care, I believe, is what sometimes they call it, too. Okay. Ben says, blessings and perseverance. Odelia, blessings to you and what you do. Donald, you still have a purpose, bro. It wasn't your time. Black says...
That's true.
Mandatory.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine, AD, let me ask you, and I'll just let you go ahead and take the...
Okay. Let me get the tripod.
Yeah, get the tripod. I mean, if this... Why, Jason? If he wasn't here for you, what kind of difference did he make? Like, if he hadn't been here, if he hadn't made it?
I mean, the neighborhood wouldn't be what it is. So, I mean, that laid the foundation for me to do what I'm doing now. You know, so, I mean, our side of Compton, people don't make it out of there. And they don't have a voice. Like, you know, being a predominantly Crip neighborhood, you know, in the last 10, 12 years of the industry has been like mostly, you know, people coming from blood backgrounds and things like that. So, you know, coming from where we come from, it's like, nah, you know, we're not rocking with that. It's not in right now. And, you know, Uncle laid the foundation for guys to be like, okay, this section over here, there are talent, and you can make it from out over here. So I took that and ran with that. And, you know, it's thanks to him as well, too. Like, hey, nephew, do this. Or, you know what I mean, even bringing me here. You know what I mean? Just all kind of avenues for me to make it out.
You know they're going to want you to wrap a little something. Gotta keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Early morning. What? You said keep it clean?
Keep it clean.
You know how hard that is?
Yeah, I know.
Early mornings, in the mornings, I remember the times that I didn't drink, but too much stuff be all through my mind. I ain't worried about rap. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do
You
it.
can't keep it clean here.
Yeah, man, it's like I don't want to curse on Fox 11.
Yeah, you cannot curse on Christine Devine's live
But
Facebook chat.
I want to do a blooper.
A blooper.
I like the news bloopers. I'll be watching those.
Yeah.
I think you have one too.
Oh no! Don't show me that. I'll be embarrassed. Don't show me on my news bloopers. Okay, so let's go ahead and take some comments, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just bump it to the very end of my little finger here, going to the end. Sorry, guys. I know we missed a lot of comments. Esty La Rosa, I'd love for you to come out to a packed meeting for parolees and share your story.
Would love to.
Yeah.
Contact Christine. She'll put it together. I would love to.
Or you know what? Is your entourage, are you guys on the chat right now on your page? Because maybe you guys could type in a contact. Go through Dave? Okay. All right, so what we can do is we're going to go ahead and type in a contact in case we miss you somehow.
Put your info in there, bro.
Yeah, or you can even go back and if you can find this comment. I know we have a lot of them, though. But are you doing a lot of public speaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. It motivates me.
Yeah. What would you say to parolees?
For one, stay out of jail. Try to find a way. There is a way. Like a lot of people say it's not jobs out there, but it is. I've known people like one of my older homies, he just came home from prison doing like 31 years.
Wow.
He's working right now today.
Somebody gave him a chance.
It gave him a chance. He's been going 31 years. He's working, got him a car, got him a house.
Wow.
His females in his life, and
Wow.
the foundation is right.
That's
He's working.
amazing.
He's doing good. 31 years.
Okay.
God has a final say so at the end of the day.
Yes.
Okay. Johnny says, God bless you. Nadal. Nadal's always on the chat. You're not late, Nadal. It's okay. Let's see. Howard. Let's see. Nice to see you, Howard, on the chat. Let me scroll ahead here. Let's see. Mark Henry, you got to get back to Oceanside. Do you know somebody in Oceanside?
Yeah. I spoke at a school in Oceanside, and I still stay in contact with him. I spoke at a middle school.
Oh, okay.
So I still call and, talk to the teacher and check on the classroom,
Okay.
and he put them on the speakerphone, and, oh, yeah.
Well, so I'm thinking your message to parolees is going to be a little different than when you talk to school-age kids.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to jail, several times, so I do know, what it takes. Like, you got to really put your mind to wanting to do right.
Okay, so what would you say to kids in school?
Stay in school. Education is priority. I know sometimes homework may get to you and you feel like, oh, I don't want to do this, but guess what? It's better that you do it so you won't have to wait until you get older to start all over and try to catch up. I didn't finish school, and when I was in the 4th grade, they always said I had a learning disorder, and, I pretty much 3rd and 4th grade, I pretty completed twice.
Okay, so, but now you're a publisher of a magazine.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the guy who didn't finish high school
Yes.
has a magazine. And
Yes.
there's actually articles in here, too.
Yes,
Okay.
we have journalists, we have a graphic team, and my bro right here I want to bring in, Jason.
Should we bring in Jason now?
Yes.
Jason, you want to take my spot here? Okay, Jason, I don't know if you've done a Facebook chat before, but it's like doing a selfie video.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
How you doing? My name is Jason Perea, aka Epidemic. I work with this crazy man here. So we do this cool magazine, this really cool magazine. And we started about 4 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, off
Well,
just
idea.
Well, here's my question. You can tell them, how do you fund a magazine like this?
Advertisers, people that want to get the exposure that they need. Advertisers.
I got my friend's Vlado in here. I want to show the Vlado picture.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Real good
The
friends.
shoes, yeah.
Yep. Ah, yeah.
Got on
okay.
a pair of
Speaking
Volados right
sponsors,
now.
Volato, let me hide your face for a second. Volato shoes right here in the house. We love the Volato team.
Got a pair of Volados on right now.
Oh, look at these Volados. Gold and silver. I have Volados too. I went down to their sale and got some Volados.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so talk about the magazine. What do you want people to get out of the magazine? Tell them.
So like the whole concept, when we first, bro was like, we need to do a magazine. And originally it was for independent artists and just small businesses to, get their product out and just a platform basically that's missing, especially out here on the West Coast. So originally he said, let's do a magazine. And he came with an idea called Get Familiar. I said, I don't know, it's all right. He already had the clothing line, One West. I said, let's just brand it together. Since branding is everything. And it'll just be huge. The clothing, the magazine, the music, everything. So we called it One West Magazine. And so then me and my background is graphic design work, print, branding, marketing, all that stuff. I said, okay, I want to fashion it after the old school Source magazine from the early 90s, because that's when the Source was the Bible as far as, urban goes for entertainment. And so that's what we did, fashioned it after that, and just started just hitting all the people we knew, and his relationships, my relationships, all these different artists, businesses, and here we are 4 years later. Now we're nationwide and 7-Elevens, liquor stores,
Wow.
all that good stuff, and we're pushing. The issue right now, I was a little flip on it. The next one coming out,
Go ahead and show 'em.
The next issue after the little flip, shout out to Little Flip, OG Ron C, Paul Wall, and the next issue we got Amber Rose on it. So we've had Chris Brown, we've had Tech Nine, and a lot of good people have helped us out to
have
build
the
this.
only magazine, too, on this planet to feature the real Scarface, the real Tony Montana.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, personal bodyguard. One of his personal bodyguards. Shout out to Chubbs. He's his personal bodyguard. He also was a bodyguard for the late Henry Hill. I, approached him, was like, "You think Mr. Montana want to get in a magazine?" He kind of chuckled, laughed, like I doubt that. He'll never get in a magazine, a rap magazine. I said, well, the least thing he could say is no. And he asked him, and he said, well, I want to meet him. And he met me, and once he met me, about 35 minutes into the conversation, he was on the phone with my journalist, and we had the interview.
All right, well, you know what? I'm going to grab the selfie stick here. Hey, guys, I think that's just an example of how sometimes if you don't ask, you don't know.
Yes.
Sometimes you'll be surprised if you
Yes.
just make the call.
Yes.
Wow.
We're real good friends now. We talk on a regular.
Okay. All right, let me see the comments, guys. Thanks for joining in on the chat here. I missed a lot of comments. I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate that. Oh, hang on, Dave. Dave, if you're gonna filter the comments, Dave. This is Dave from Backstage Access. Okay, go ahead and read Ben's comment there.
We got Ben Long here, One West Magazine. It's amazing, very humbling experience, even getting to talk to an interview with them, and in a absolute nobody LOL. I don't know what that means. Keep up the hard work, because it never goes.
Ben says I'm an absolute nobody.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who's the
Ben says I'm an absolute nobody. Keep
like,
up the hard
who's
work.
the nobody?
Because it never goes. That's right. Ben, who's the nobody, right, Ben? That's cool though.
Great job.
All right,
We
tell you
got
what.
Joseph. Hello, Christine.
Hello, guys.
We got Dennis Big.
Yeah, I think you ought
OG
to. I think you
Suicide.
ought to filter the chat here. When you get a good one, will you call me?
Gotcha.
And we'll come running over. Okay, I'm gonna come to AD here because I saw AD's article. I'm gonna look at AD's article here.
The gang is all there.
Yes. Okay. All right. Someone said proud of you, Uncle. Who's that? Roslyn?
I'm no one's uncle.
What? No. Maybe.
Suicide.
Oh yeah, Roslyn Tyler.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
who that is.
Yeah.
Rise.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Shout out, Roz.
Rise.
Okay.
Sharia said, don't forget One West Gear.
Oh, yeah.
One West Gear.
Yeah, the clothing.
Okay.
I'm going to filter this. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to read a comment, AD?
Can't wait to work. We's in Atlanta now, too. Nationwide, Hub City. I need that mag. Shout out to the Hub City, man.
Okay, let's see. Want to read CDs?
CDG, thank you for sharing your story, fam. You are truly blessed to be here. Powerful testimony. Corey G, what up, Epidemic? You didn't know I could read, huh?
No, I said you could.
Yeah.
All right. Read Erica's.
Compton makes greatness. That's the truth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
read this one here.
What's the email to shoot AD some beats?
See, but you know what? I love that someone there sees
Yeah, holla at
the
Uncle
moment.
Suicide.
They seize the moment. How smart is that, right?
That's smart.
Right?
I appreciate
That
that.
was a good one.
That's a real good
Let me
one.
get some beats here.
Yeah.
Let me.
You
Okay,
looking right now, too.
Here's AD's article.
And OG.
There's AD's article here. Hang on. Let's show the picture here. Okay. All right, so let me read this to you real quick. Hang on. Just give me the mic here. Let's see. Compton, the name alone breathes a lineage of hip-hop history known across the globe. Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Death Row, Suge Knight, I love DJ Quick, and host of
My
other
favorite.
street. Is your favorite?
Favorite from Compton.
Yeah, I love Quick. And other street certified legends once stood on top of hip hop as kings. Okay, that was then. This is now. A new voice has emerged, also known as his moniker AD. What's your real name?
Armand Douglas.
I won't tell anybody.
It's all right. They know now.
Okay. This is awesome. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
When you saw your picture and your story, full page article here in print, how did that feel?
Oh, I was honored. You know, I mean, just trying to get people to pay attention to you for so long, and then you just get, you know, out of
rad.
nowhere, you get magazines and videos and meeting legends and doing music with all type of people. So, yeah.
I like your style, by the way.
Oh,
You're
thank-
very fashion
Thank you.
forward.
Thank you.
Very fashion
I,
forward.
I try.
Okay.
I like your color that you're wearing right now too. Yeah.
I'm wearing the appropriate color.
You wearing the
Who knew?
appropriate
Who
color.
knew? Okay, let me read some more here. AD had the opportunity to drop some dope freestyles on Dr. Dre's Beats One radio show. How cool was that?
Oh, I was in. That was amazing. I was with Dre for like 3-4 days, and you know he kind of like coached me on
Really?
how to
you
go
talk to
forward
them
with
and tell
music.
them?
Yeah, Dr. Dre he coached me for about 3 days.
Give me a tip from Dre.
For one thing, he told me I don't have to. A lot of times my music, like I yell and stuff. He was like, "You have a powerful voice already, so you don't have to yell it out. Just speak it more like furiously."
Okay, you want to hear my Dr. Dre story?
Sure.
So my girlfriend called me and said, "Hey, Dr. Dre's throwing a birthday party for my friend. Do you want to come to the party at his house?" I'm like, "Well, yes, I do." So I got there super late. They were all girls that were like gorgeous and 22,
Okay.
and homegirl here. So I'm like,
You
"Hey,
still look 22.
God love you."
Yeah.
Emojis on that one, people. Some thumbs up. But seriously, I thought, do they really make women this beautiful? And they do. So all these beautiful girls, and then he comes walking by and he looks at me like, I go, "The news lady." He goes, "Oh." And then Will I Am came in and said, "Dre," and off they went. That was my momentarily Dr. Dre.
You a legend. He knew who you was.
He was like, "Is the news lady really at my house?" That was kind of funny.
Good news.
That's Dre's story.
That's real good
Yeah,
news.
yeah. Okay.
Isaac said, "AD, what is?"
Oh, hang on. Wait. Wait. I got to hear the commentator here. Okay.
Isaac Banks said, "AD, what is your favorite Heavy D and the Boys song?"
Wait, hang on.
Didn't think I to know that either.
Okay, go ahead.
Overweight lovers in the house.
I've got a Heavy D story too.
You do?
I'm at the farmer's market in Beverly
Okay.
Hills, and there was Heavy D shopping for some groceries.
And you didn't say nothing to him?
I did. I said, "Hey." I'm like, what? I wouldn't have thought Heavy D would be at the farmer's market.
He got a shop too?
That's true. We all got to eat. Okay, what else you got, Dave? Hang on.
Lonnie Delaney said,
Wait,
"Juice."
hang on.
Lonnie the lady said, "Juice." In other words, I got the juice from AD Hit. I got the juice.
Thank you so much.
Oh, can you sing a little of that for me?
Everybody know I got the juice.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait. I want my exclusive little concert here.
You want your concert?
I want my concert.
We want you to say it.
I want no.
You rap and we do background.
Yeah. I want to be your groupie today.
No. I want my own personal concert on my selfie stick Facebook.
Okay.
Just for
Tell
a
him I
little
got the juice. Wait a minute. Tell him I got the juice. By the way. Well, you see how I scream it? It gets even louder than that.
And Dre said, "But don't scream so much."
No, he said don't scream so much.
So how do you control that if that's like a natural thing to project?
Well, you know, that was the best advice that artist has ever gave me as well.
Wow.
Only because I used to scream at the top of my lungs and my voice would go out every time that I will record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I started projecting it, you know, talking more, more into it, and then after that, it's just same thing.
The power of a mentor, though,
Oh,
makes
of
a
course.
difference. It's life changing.
It's a collection of everything. So
Yeah.
it's like, OG Suicide would tell me something, and somebody else would tell me something. It's a collective. You don't listen, you down to fail.
There you go. Mentors and advice. Okay, Dave, you got some more for me?
We got Erica Taylor said,
Well,
"This
hang
is
on. Wait,
awesome."
can you wait till I get the selfie stick over
I
here?
thought you just wanted to hear me.
All right, go ahead.
Erica Taylor said, "This is awesome." Ben Long said, "Definitely." Well, I don't know. Features. I'm not sure. So we're gonna
with
have
Blaze needs to happen.
her.
I'm not sure, Ben.
Yeah, you got to write it all out.
With the ladies?
Blaze.
I see
got-
you
you gotta go back and
backstage
look at these
access.
comments.
Okay, that was for me. I see you backstage access.
Backstage
I appreciate
Access.
it.
Yep.
Okay, Isaac Banks. I love rap music. Cool.
I do too.
Okay, how about this one?
Which one?
Lily. Read Lily's. Lily's always on my chat.
How do you think the rap world would be different if Tupac was still around?
Hang on, guys. Let me come on over. Okay.
Rap world would be different if Tupac was still around.
All right, guys, why don't you take it first?
I mean, he still would be putting out a message. You know, that's what it's about. You know, a message.
Yeah.
You know, you got to educate people. You can make all the music in the world, but you got to also have something to give knowledge so people won't follow certain footsteps.
At the end of the day, everything evolves. So what Pac was talking about before he died, he did that one interview where he said that people make party music, it's going to get soft. They keep room music, it can stay hard. But things change. People evolve. I think he would have been such an icon at this time, and so much money would have been made, and I think he would have changed. He would have still been Pac, but he'd been so big and so large to where he could maneuver differently, and I think it would have been nothing like it was back then. I mean,
Okay. Do you want to hear my Tupac story? Then we'll get AD's comments. All right,
Yep.
I do have some stories. I never met Tupac, but I did work with his brother. He has a half brother.
Mopreme?
Mopreme. Yeah,
That's
you know
my
Mopreme?
boy.
Yeah.
My boy.
And did you heard about the play that they had on Broadway about Tupac's life?
Yeah.
It, unfortunately, it didn't take off. I think the Broadway crowd, I went out for the opening of the play, and I think the crowd just kind of sat there where I was like, yeah, as the music was coming on. And I don't know if the Broadway crowd was, at that time, was ready, because they just sat there. I'm like, y'all need to get up, get your groove on. Anyway, I have another Tupac story, which was crazy to me. I'm talking about gang violence. So I'm at the mall shooting a Wednesday's Child story, my adoption foster care story. And a young man comes up to me and says, hey, I'm so-and-so, I just want to introduce myself. It was the young man who was initially accused of shooting and killing Tupac.
Wow.
And I looked at this young man, and he looked like a baby, like a high school kid. And it just really broke my heart to think of the inner city trauma and the violence, and that so many lives are changed by it. So on that note, I don't want to bring the chat down. I want to keep the chat up, but let's get the youngsters. You're the youngster.
Yeah.
Let's get the youngsters' thoughts on if Tupac were still around.
I feel if Tupac is still around, that I mean, it would be more of a West Coast influence on hip hop as a whole. But you know, just like Epidemic said, music is ever changing, and I remember, you know, the history. You know, they used to say this is just rap, and it's like I feel now hip hop has so many different genres intertwined into it already now. So there's a place for you to have softer R&B. There's a place for you to have party music. There's a place to have hardcore, gangster, whatever you listen to. So I mean, hip hop is everything now.
Well, you think of his era. Okay, so I've interviewed Snoop, and I say, Snoop, you're nonstop touring. I go, do you ever get sick of, like, I gotta sing that song again? He goes, no, I like my music.
Snoop's a legend.
Yeah. But the thing that he's always out there, and I'm like, do you ever get sick of saying gin and juice? No, but he's like, no, I love it. But Dre, what he's doing now and being a businessman, and you think of the different areas, Ice Cube doing the movies and the writing. Where would Tupac? Would he be a big actor now? Would he be like Ice Cube on a series?
I think right now Pac would probably have his own series that he would be doing, directing and things of that nature. Yeah, because he was big. I mean, if you ever seen the movie Juice, period, that's where I got the song from anyway.
Really?
Yeah. So shout out to Tupac.
Wow. See, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, you got some comments for me? Should I come on over? And Dave, let's get you in the good lighting so we can show off the Backstage Access T-shirt here.
We want to know, Bad Happy want to know if there's any new music coming out. I guess from AD and
All right,
from
hang
OG.
on. 80, what you got on that one?
Next month you'll get a new single. I got a lot of big features. It's gonna be a crazy year.
Give me something.
I'll tell you afterwards. I want to tell them.
Ah, okay. All right, Gene, how about
them.
yourself?
Oh yeah, I got that double CD OGs Are Forever album dropping real soon. Be on the lookout. The single is out right now. Keep it G. Me and my nephew AD is everywhere.
Yep.
Anything else you want to tell me about coming out?
For me, just work on some stuff. Music. Mixtape out, Epi Store Your Beat Hoes out. Go get that for free. All the DJ Mustard stuff.
All right.
We got West Coast said, look out for me and Little Flip and AD.
Mandatory. West Coast Sizzle.
Okay.
Sizzle.
Oh, yeah.
Sizzle. West Coast Sizzle.
That's my artist.
Shoot. West Coast Sizzle, yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
that's my artist.
I can't wait to see you up there. Y'all keep grinding, doing great things.
Okay, so Glenn says, who are they? Okay, so Glenn is new to the chat, which gives me a great chance to reintroduce ourselves, because with these chats, people are always jumping in. So, my man here, go ahead and start us out again.
Epidemic, government name Jason Perea, One West Magazine, Vast Seed, all the above. We work.
Are you from LA?
Gardena boy,
Really?
Eastside Gardena.
And did you always want to be in like publishing of your own magazine?
Not at all.
Okay, see, this to me, that's the inspirational part. You don't know where your life's going to end up. How did you think that you could even pull this off, being a publisher of a magazine? It's One West.
You know what? Believe it or not, my passion is music. You know, MC and hip hop. I just love music in general.
But you're telling other people's stories here.
Yeah, but it's crazy because I guess I'm more of an artist, all over an artist. I do
Yeah.
graphic design, drawings, and all that stuff. And being that I do graphic design work, Illustrator, Photoshop, all that good stuff. And when bro was like, let's do a magazine, I was like, cool, let's just do it. I've never done it before, but I know the basics. I know how it's got to be.
Right.
So let's just do it.
And that's why I like to tell young people, if you've got an idea,
Do it.
don't
Do
give up,
it.
because you don't know 5 to 10 years from now, it's going to be a magazine that's gorgeous. This is just absolutely
Thank you.
gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
really
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
You can hit it up all the time for people. Put me in your magazine.
All the time.
All the time.
All the
All the
time.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
next. I'm next.
Jimmy
to
Places,
go.
I'm going to jump in here by OG. Okay, I know. You're making all kind of friends, right? Okay, so for those who are just new to the chat, I'm going to have you introduce yourself again and tell them a little bit why we're here.
We're here to inspire the youth, everybody in general, to never give up. Life gets better, and live by that. You know, live by that. Never give up. That's a motto. You know, wake up every day and tell yourself that. Never give up. No matter how hard life, I can't express that enough, how hard life may have you feeling. You know, you may be stressing over paying bills, but you'll pull through. You most definitely will pull through. I mean, I'm a suicide survivor. You know, knock on wood. Thank God I'm still here. He spared my life, and once he spared my life, my mission now is to get out there and show others that you can do it. Put your mind and your heart to it, and put one foot in front of the other, and keep moving forward, and have tunnel vision. The less distractions you have, the better and the further you could get in life. I mean, I survived and have a magazine. I've toured across the world with my music career.
Give me a favorite country.
Japan.
Really? See,
Love it.
You are so more traveled than I am. I've never
Love it.
traveled.
Oh, love it. I had to get used to the 12-hour flight, but
Yeah.
I love it. I really did.
And your music took you there.
Yes, my music took me there. And
Where else?
not in a million years. London. Not in a million
Never
years
been
would
there
I have
either.
ever thought I would have, been overseas. I thought, okay, I'm the guy from Compton. My music is, I make it for the streets, but
Yeah.
shown up, I got booked to fly overseas. And
Wow, I'm jealous of you. I so want to go to
I'm
London.
jealous of me too.
Yeah, really? Really? Oh, I love that. I mean, wouldn't you be able to love to be
That's a
able to say
t-shirt
that?
right
I'm
there.
jealous.
I'm jealous of me.
I had a co-anchor. I said
It was a trip though to see people, actually crying for me like I was Michael Jackson. That part really tripped me out. Like, is this for real? I'm like, where's the cameras at? Most definite. So now I'm,
Let me go ahead and scroll up and see our comments. I'm so behind, guys. I apologize.
Oh, it's fine.
Dave's trying to monitor all the comments. Goes,
Oh, yeah.
oh man. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to sit in bed tonight until like 2, 3 in the morning looking at all you guys' comments. So thank you. Let's see. Who's jumping in here? Oh, hi, Scott. Scott Van Winkle. Nice to see you. You don't listen to the radio? You don't have to listen to the radio these days to enjoy music, right?
I mean,
people are streaming.
I like to
and-
listen to jazz. I like to listen
Yeah?
to the wave when I'm in the car. I like to mellow out, listen to oldies.
Okay.
They also want to know how they can get the magazine.
Oh, the magazine. Where do they find the magazine?
7-Elevens, nearest convenience stores. What the youngsters say, Google. Google it.
Let me ask you this. So you've been doing the magazine for how long?
It's been 4 years now.
4 years. Okay, so give me.
See Backstage Access right there,
I
too.
saw Backstage Access has a little.
Oh, yeah.
We should show them to it. Can you hold this? And
Mandatory.
I'm going to turn this around so we can
Mandatory.
actually take a look here at the magazine. And then the Real Bad Habit wants to hear about Backstage Access. So Dave, I'll be over to you in just. Let me turn this around, guys, so you can see. There's AD's article. That's a beautiful picture.
New OG Suicide
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Big Will Simmons.
Big Will Simmons.
Okay.
Big Long said, Google is amazing.
It is.
0.
0. Okay. Oh, can't show that one. Pretty girl. Pretty girl lingerie. Oh, Volato's a big sponsor.
Paul Wall.
Oh, that's a cool one. How was it to interview Paul?
Oh,
The journalist interviewed.
cat.
Oh yeah, he's good. Solid. He's solid.
Wait, I know they want to see this one. Go ahead. You shoot. We can show her. Pretty.
Right.
Okay.
This is my artist right here, West Coast Sizzle.
West Coast Sizzle.
Yes.
He's got a new single.
Got new music dropping real soon. Be on the
And he has
lookout.
AD on the single.
Oh yeah. Baby Roll Up featuring AD.
All right.
RMM approvals just came through.
Oh yeah, big person.
And we also
Big Wait. Come on. Percy on the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Percy's on my chat. Hi, Big Percy. Nice to see you.
there.
I'm actually going to have the girls from the Policy movement coming
that's
out
tight.
to do one of the chats too,
That's
and they're going to
tight.
bring some young girls with them. So we're on it. We're on it.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, the reason we're doing this chat, guys, for anybody who's new on the chat, on this Wednesday, is I like to do empowering people with empowering stories that are trying to make a difference, and especially with the foster care with my Wednesday's Child segment. So you, having been in foster care and been adopted, I asked you to bring some special, meaningful things. This is what? What is this here?
This is actually a birth certificate that the system pretty much, the court system made.
They made it 'cause you
to
didn't have one.
legally, I didn't have one.
Well, wow.
To legally have Mr. and Miss Price as my legal guardians, legal parents. So they made a birth certificate.
So for all the kids out there who might be watching this who have been in the foster care system, are you in touch with birth family?
My real birth family?
Yeah.
I mean, they're deceased, but like I said, when I first met them, they still was living the same life that, you know, when they left me. So
Drugs,
drugs, same scenario.
probably poverty.
Yeah, most definite. Like, but I did, you know, go, you know, meet my actual real little brothers and little sisters. I did want to know them because they had nothing to do with
Sure.
what went
It's
on.
never the child's fault.
Never the child's fault.
Right.
So I did, you know, go visit them and, you know, to see them. Just like my real father, the first time I met him, and I was 22 years old when I first met him, and, you know, the first thing he says, pull your pants up. I'm like, man, you don't even know me.
You were gangbanging.
Yeah, for real. I
Right.
almost took off on him. But I'm like, don't let you slide. But yeah, I visited my sister.
But
I still,
that might not have been bad advice, though. Pull your pants up?
I mean, but it's like I had no respect. Like,
Right.
you can't really tell me anything.
Right.
You know, if you want to tell me something, tell me where you've been for the past 22 years.
Exactly.
Explain that. So,
Very painful.
yeah, very,
Very painful.
very.
So let me ask you this. I'm going to just bring it in a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
You're getting some emojis there. I think we should get some heart emojis for OG because I think that the journey for any kid in foster care
Yes.
can be a lifelong painful one. Do you feel there's my heart emojis. Thank you for the love, guys. Do you feel that the pain is still with you? Do you always carry
I mean,
chapters of
yeah,
that?
yeah. I mean, it'll never leave, and you know, sometimes my smiles be frowns, but you know, I'm good at hiding it. And my mission is to help others, to help the youth,
Look at all the emojis
to
you're
teach
getting.
kids.
Look at all the love you're
You
getting.
know that life will get better. You know, it really will. You gotta want it in order for it to happen. Though you can't sit around and wait for it. And especially the kids that's, you know, in the system. Like, you know, one day your life will improve. Your life will get better. And I sincerely mean that from the bottom of my heart. You may be going through something that you may feel like nobody care about you, but guess what? I care about you. I care about all y'all. And one thing I do want to do as well that I wanted to mention is I want to dedicate a page in every issue of One West magazine for Wednesday kids. I want to dedicate that.
Or in general, because the thing about Wednesday's Child is it's specific kids that are going to be adopted, and a lot
Yes.
of kids in the system are just going to stay in foster care
Yes.
with hopes that the birth families can
Yes.
reunite. So maybe something in general for kids in the system.
I want to do that for you.
I love that.
I want to do
that's
that.
so beautiful.
That's
so
most
beautiful.
definite.
And also your words of wisdom, though, too. And you were talking about sometimes you smile through the frown. When you're going through those...
Let it out, bro. He wants you to cry. Let it out, bro. Let it
I mean, sometimes I do. I mean, I can't deny it. Every
Ain't
now and
she
then,
ashamed of that?
sometimes I may shed a tear of, you know what I mean, of anger. I shed a tear out of rejoicing. I shed a tear of being humble. Like, it's nothing to hide. Sometimes it's better to let it out than to hold it in. Too much pressure will bust a pipe.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I don't care what your
So
life
if you
is
feel like crying, cry. Don't feel ashamed of it. Let it go. I guarantee you, once you're done, you're gonna feel a lot better.
And no matter what your life is,
Yeah.
how perfect it may seem or not
Don't
seem,
matter.
we've all shed a tear.
Yeah.
David asked, can we get a suicide hotline number?
Oh,
You're gonna get that
yes.
because I always give out my personal cell phone number every time I do an interview.
You do?
And yes, most definite. I get calls from Nigeria, from Russia, from Canada, from all around the world. I always give out my personal cell phone number for anybody that's out there, and I sincerely mean that from the heart. Anybody that's going through something, or you feel like you don't have anybody that you can talk to, or you got something on your mind, and you may feel like my family may not understand, because I've been there where I had thoughts, you know, suicide thoughts, and I feel like, who can I talk to, or who would really understand me, or feel the shoes I'm walking in. And if you ever feel that way, or you got something on your mind and you want to talk to somebody, my personal cell phone number, and I keep it with me every day, and my number is 310-938-9376. 310-938-9376.
I'm wondering if any of the entourage, and I think if you guys have all shared the chat, then your people are in on this. They can maybe punch in some of the links for, I don't know if you have an email that you give out, or for the work that you do that you want to have a contact that people could find on there. Feel free to punch that in, guys. Okay. And
Edward from Compton, he said you raised him.
Edward from
Yeah,
Compton?
that's my wife, Latifah's cousin.
And this will go away. This is a little bar that somebody's leaving a message right now. Okay, guys, I know I've missed all these comments. So, Dave, do you have more over there? Should I come over there?
Not worth reading. You know, just that is nice, and somebody gave a number. I don't know.
Okay.
What's your number? Was it, you put it out there?
Thank you.
I'm like, dang, somebody.
No, I do, for sure, literally.
West Coast Sizzle says, talk
Yeah, that's my
about
artist.
you being present. Oh, that's your artist?
That's my artist right there, West Coast Sizzle.
Okay. That thing's going to go away in a second. But hello, West Coast Sizzle. Nice to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's so cool. All right. So this is the birth certificate that they had to recreate for you because
Yes.
yours from the hospital was lost when your parents had abandoned you and your brother. Okay. And then you were adopted. What is this one here? Oh, I love this one
This is my
here.
actual adoption papers from 1976. This is the actual court papers from the court. You can see it was filed on November the 5th, 1976.
What does this paper mean to you?
This is the paper that gave me hope. This is the paper that gave me a family that cared about me, that put me in a household that loved me, that really cared for me. And I was a practical stranger, and they took me in and loved me like I was their own.
So for anybody out there who's watching this chat who might be in the foster care system, who might be in an adoptive family, what would you say to them about getting...
Oh,
Somebody's getting a
somebody
phone call.
calling already.
Hello. Yeah, right. The calls are coming in already.
Hello?
Oh.
I always want to be a weatherman.
Hello?
You gonna be a weatherman?
I'm gonna be a weatherman today.
Should we let you take the call?
Artis. This is my goddaughter. Artis in honor. This is my goddaughter.
Does she want to talk on
Artis
the
in
chat
honor.
or does she want to talk on the phone?
You want to talk?
Hi, guys.
Artis in honor. And my goddaughter's right there. Artis in honor. Okay. All right.
That's so funny. Don't they know we're live doing a chat? Don't they know? That's so
They want they shine.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah, my loved ones.
Okay, so we have a little funny bar here on my chat, so I'm gonna maybe just do my little tripod stick a little higher so we can.
No, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Just swipe up. There you go.
You know what? I need the youngsters here to help me out with this. All right, AD, I'm coming on over here.
Come on.
I'm coming on. See, he just fixed my chat for me.
I done fixed it.
Let me ask you this. I want to talk about this social networking thing. Like, so I'm doing these live Facebook chats. How much of the social networking do you do?
Oh, every day. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, everything.
We didn't have any of that when I was growing up. You do know that.
I didn't have it when I was growing up.
Oh, right. This kind of- but connecting with the fans, why is that important to you? You can talk to them.
I mean, it's a gateway now for them to personally get to know you, and that's. I feel like when people personally feel like they have an attachment to you, those are the people that check and make sure when you drop music that they download it or stream it. And with streaming right now, it's perfect. So you don't even have to like buy something. You can just stream it and keep listening to it.
You know why I love these chats is because I think we're in an era where people want to tell you what they think and how they feel. So we should probably get to some comments.
Yeah.
If you have anything for AD, holler out. Let me try to.
Let's see what they got. Let's see. Let's go
right,
down.
you control it.
Christine. So if you wish us luck in Saturn and
Oh,
you AD.
Isaac has a band, a group called
Shout out to Isaac Banks and his band. AD Cashfish needs a feature. Okay, send it in.
Tell them to holler.
Yeah, holler at on.
I just put my number out there.
Yeah, call Unc's phone. Yeah.
Dennis, do you want to say
West
hi to
Coast Sizzle on iTunes. Sizzle all up in here, man. That's right. Promote yourself, man. Sizzle. You agree with Johnny Cashfit?
Dennis?
I see y'all. Much love to the whole crew, One West. Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to Christine though.
Yes.
I like her blue fit she got on right now.
Let's see.
Paige Woods is.
Oh, well, you want to give Paige some love?
Yes, that's my lady. I'm in love.
Oh, that's your lady? That's your lady? She's on the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we should say. I see. Well, we should say hi to you're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful, Mrs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you meet her?
She's right there.
She's right here.
Oh, that's you.
You can say hi.
Girl, should we say, come on. I gotta come say hi. Who is it? I was like, who is this gorgeous? Hello, say hi. Okay. Come here. So now we can get the scoop on AD. All right, AD, give me some scoop on AD. How romantic is this man?
He's actually, I've turned him into a romantic person.
Oh, really?
I don't think he was too romantic at first.
Bubble bash and
Okay.
laughs.
So the most romantic thing he said or done. Let's just put him on the spot here live on Facebook.
Yeah.
But you know what? I will be completely honest. He's always like planning for the future now.
Holler.
And at first, I was like, oh, he's a rapper. No, I don't really want to plan for the future because it probably won't be one. But he's actually like so sweet and.
Oh, look at AD, so
bless
sweet.
you.
Hey, listen, people are surprised. My husband's a rock musician.
Oh my goodness.
And I would have never picked somebody like that. Never. Sorry, Sean. Never.
He's a lucky guy.
But he's so nice and he's sweet. And I don't know if it's because you guys maybe are writing those lyrics and you're thinking about the poetry in your heart and your soul. And I think music too is healing. I think when he plays, it's healing. Right?
He can change your mood.
Right. And I was never like a music person until I met him. And like my mom, I go, Mom, he's so nice. And she goes, I think that music, it just gets some of the anger out. It gets some of the frustration out. It's a
definitely.
craft. All right. Anything else you want to tell us? What do you do? You're so beautiful.
I'm a makeup artist.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Did you go to school for it?
No, self-taught.
Self-taught? A lot of
And on
musicians are
YouTube.
self-taught, right? YouTube, yes. Okay, and what's your artist name?
Paige Woods.
Paige Woods. Common spelling for everything?
PAIGEWOODS.
P-A-I-G.
yes.
Okay. So whoever needs a makeup artist.
Call suicide.
Yeah. Okay. All
West
right.
Management.
I want to see what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
They think I'm soft now here.
Romo want to know if you guys coming to promote her to do a show. Anybody?
Would love to.
Shout out to Big
We're
Percy.
gonna let you put that together. Big Percy.
Big
You
Percy.
and P put that
So see,
together.
unfortunately, now all the ladies who've been on this chat are like, oh man, he's taking
I'm
They
taking.
putting out frown faces.
She's smart though. She's smart. My man, I'm here. Right? Okay. What you got, Dave? Dave, you have some more comments for me?
Oh, I don't know.
Come over here in the light. Come backstage access. Get in the light. Look at this. Look at this bling here. Okay, Dave.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah, thanks to Dog.
That's good.
Still got the juice, AD. Okay.
Okay, look at Marissa. Look at Marissa. Marissa's always on my chats. Marissa has found you out, AD. Marissa says, listen, AD, listen.
What they say?
Marissa, he's a big softie.
Just what you just said.
Oh.
Look, Fox Rock. Fox Rock. Ooh, they giving you love. Fox Rock.
Nice. Busted.
Inbox me ASAP if you need to talk about. Oh, okay. Go ahead. That's all right. Yeah.
All right. Dave is monitoring our conversation. All right, let me jump in here with OG here. So, OG, I think that it's a beautiful thing that you are willing to speak out on your past, your history, and empowering others. How was it for you to decide to speak out and be a gift to others? Because that can't be easy to share your story, for one.
Well, the first time I actually done it was, it was many years ago. Mm-hmm. I had butterflies in my stomach and kind of stumbled over my words.
And you wonder how you're going to be received.
Yeah,
That's how I felt. Why would you do it at home?
Everybody was
like me.
Because everybody was quiet and looking at me when I told them I shot myself in the head. Everybody looking, they kind of did this position like, should we leave? Like, then once they actually heard my story, they embraced it. So it became like a habit. It's like I love doing this. This is something I love to do, to inspire others. Like, everybody go through something. I don't care. You could be poor or rich. Everybody goes through something in life, and how you handle it and deal with it is what matters the most. But always remember, life gets better. Every day above ground is a blessing.
Okay. Amerique, nice to see you. Thanks for being on the chat. Ben, I got to holla at you, bro. Oh, to Sizzle also. Okay.
Sizzle.
He like, get at me if y'all need anything from One West.
Right. Okay. Anthony wants to ask you about
Anthony Major?
No, Anthony Long.
Anthony Logan.
Oh, okay.
Logan?
Oh, yeah.
Ask you about your little brother, Hot Boy.
Oh, man, Anthony Logan is Hot Boy.
You want the show? Hot Boy wants some love.
No, Hot Boy, he's the real deal. He's the real deal, talented artist from Orange County, and I mean, he really got good music. He speak positive music. His music is about change, and that's the music he creates. And man, I've been supporting him. I helped him get distribution to be able to put his music out there to the world. That's another thing. I also provide, distribution to help artists be able to get their music out there, so they don't just be stuck in a box. I help them get out the box.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. David Romo says, I survived the 90s. Do you feel like a survivor yourself?
Yeah, I mean, if you made it through the 80s and the 90s and you still here, it's a blessing. Because in the 80s and the 90s, especially in the 80s, that's when it was on. Especially in the streets of Compton. It was on. It was powerful.
Ella Rose said you a real walking testament.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
God is good.
Man.
Hi, Frank. Frank Noble, nice to see you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Frank.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Johnny, nice to see you, says God bless your success. Let's see. Lonnie, still got the juice.
That's the juice man right there.
Okay. Hi, Kayon, nice to see you. Can you completely escape the gang life, and do you want to?
I mean, I have. It took me forever to do it. I never, ever in life would have thought I would have, pretty much escaped the streets. And actually, I'm 47 now, and it took me till I was 43 years old. I used to put the streets before my family. My family was secondary to me, at the time. And, I'm a father of 4. Previous relationship, I have a daughter, Destiny. She's 26. My daughter, Tyler, she's 25. She has my first grandchild. My granddaughter name is Iyani. And from my wife, Latifah, we've been together 21 years. She's really been, even when I, neglected them, she still loved me. The times I got shot, she, broke her neck to be there for me, to be in my corner, to be by my side. We have my son is 20 years old, Darnell Jr., and my little daughter, Anaya, she's 7 years old. Most definite. So I woke up one day and, you know, I really started realizing, like, I do want to be in my kid's life. I do want to be, you know, a better father, a better role model to my son, you know, and show him better. Because my son, no, I've never allowed him to gangbang. I won't allow him to gangbang. I used to be on his social media. He used to be like, Dad, why you always in my business? It's my job to be in your business, to make sure he don't take that route. And now, like I say, I'm there every day trying to make sure the structure and build kind of, let's say, where I can't say where I left off, but where I wasn't at.
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you so much.
Lily Salima want to know, do you resent your parents for not being in your life?
Well, there's deceased to me. They're strangers. It's like I don't know how to feel about them.
So, in case you didn't hear the question, Lily, thank you. Lily's always on my chats too. Do you resent your parents, your birth parents? Do you feel a resentment?
I don't feel anything. And that's just the honest God truth. If I was to say, yeah, I'll be sitting here lying to you, and I can't. But when it come to Esselie Price, oh yeah, most definite. That's who adopted me. That's who really, really loved me.
Okay. Unless you have something for me, Dave, I'm just going to scroll up.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. The Real Bad Habit.
Oh yeah,
That's the homie.
Long Beach. That's the homie right there. Bad Habit. LBC.
Snoop people.
That's Snoop Peoples right there. Oh yeah.
Okay, Erica says parent first and friend last. Do you feel that way, parent first, when you have your own kids?
Yeah, parent first, for sure.
David Romo want to know, what kind of crowd does your music aim to?
David Romo. Hi, David. David's on the chats too. What kind of crowds does how about your current music aim to?
I make music for the world. You know, that's how I look at it. When I sit down to write, I don't focus on one certain age bracket or one certain genre or
What story do you tell these days?
life stories. Still, like Never Give Up. You know, it's one of my classic records, you know, and I can give you a little piece of it.
Okay.
Never give up on your goals. Stay focused on you. Focus your view. Succeed, because I'm hoping you do. Keep climbing up the ladder, because the key to success, go hard and go home. Never settle for less. Life is stress, but we got to deal with it, homie. Send a prayer to the man to put a shield on it. Work hard for what you get. Appreciate what you got. You can always achieve. Just don't stop. Going for your dream to achieve in your life. Got to take a chance like rolling the dice. It won't come to you, so you got to go get it. At the end of the day, add up the digits. Miss Price used to say, if there's a will, there's a way. So I live by it. And to this very day, I kept on mashing and I never gave up. Me believing in myself is the way I came up.
And I love that you put the woman who adopted you.
Yes, I always do.
That's his real mama.
I always do.
Yeah.
I always do.
Sakeem Smith gave you a shout out.
Hang on.
And that's my real cousin right there. That's my
Shout
real
out.
Flushing
Dave,
Shout out to
wait, you got to
Christine.
do it right.
Sakeem, what up, bro? Thanks for the comments. Shout out to Christine for taking the time out to show the family and the crew some love.
Well, thank you. What time is
sure.
it, by the way, guys?
Yeah,
I should show the crew. We're here at the Fox 11 studio. This is us right here. We have a little bit more time. We'll give it like another 10 minutes, and I'll go get ready for my 10 p.m. newscast. Yep. Okay, so AD.
We're not on that.
But you know what? This is the way the viewers can talk.
Yep.
You know, the news.
I want to do the weather before I leave. Can I
You want to do the weather?
Yep.
You got to tell them it's raining out there. Did you guys hit rain when you...
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Raining.
Swipe left.
Oh, okay. Oh, want to read Rigoberto's comments for OG?
Uh-oh. As a foster child myself, I can relate to your story. OG Suicide, what are some words of advice to those who are still in the foster homes today?
Let me ask you this. Since he's your uncle, what kind of advice did he give you growing up?
Just keep my way into the music and stay out the streets.
Stay out the streets.
Mm-hmm.
How did you avoid the pull of the streets?
Just music, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a little brother right now, you know, same neighborhood, same mama, same daddy, same household.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing 17 years in the penitentiary right now.
Your little brother?
And I also have a little sister who just got her master's. So it's like, you know, we all grew up in the same household, but it's easy for one tiny thing to trickle you to make you do something different.
Okay. Let's see. Corey, thank you. Big ups.
AD,
you know Kokomo
fashion,
Compton
homie.
Joe?
Thank you. I guess I dress nice.
Right. I was gonna say that's a fashion though.
I used to be like 6 years old rapping his raps. Whoa.
Roslyn, is that you?
Oh,
Who's raps?
that's your family.
Roslyn Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay.
AD the weatherman, all kind of hustle. Yes.
That's funny. So, young people, let me ask you this. I gotta ask you. It seems like every young person wants to be a rapper, or a singer, or a basketball player. Not everybody's gonna make it.
That's true.
So, what advice do you give to young people about? You gotta pay the bills still, right?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
For one, I would say trust in God and ask Him what He wants you to do instead of what you want to do for yourself. And second of all, just go with your heart. Some people see what comes with music and what comes with sports and entertainment. They don't see the hard work that goes behind that.
I had no idea. Remember, I said my husband is a rock musician.
Yeah.
I thought it was just fun and games and party.
No, it's not.
It is so much work.
And it's stressful.
Literally every night he's rehearsing at home. Like you do, I do my homework. I read the news. He's literally every night working.
See, people think you just up here talking. You've been here for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they can,
No, I work
they
a
can't,
full
they can't
8-10 hour
replace
day.
you.
No, they can.
No, they can't.
They can, and they
If
will.
Fox replace you, AD is Ryan in the Fox 11.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys. So we'll I push this up, right?
Yep, slide it up.
All right, guys. So we'll go about another 10 minutes. Hi, Dave. Nice to see you. Let's see. I'm just scrolling down, guys. If you guys
I
have any last
like the
questions?
weatherman thing.
Well, we'll walk over there. I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
AD the weatherman.
All right. So let's wrap this up. So AD, tell them again for those who are new on the chat. What's next for you? What's coming out for you?
I have a lot more TV spots. Last year was a big year. A lot of TMZ coverage.
TMZ.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are my
If
people.
I see those cameras, I'm running the other way.
Yeah, a lot of TMZ coverage. Couple of TV shows, and we're just gonna elevate to the next level on that too. So I got a lot of some of your favorite artists I have records with us coming out.
Can't give us any hint.
Wiz Khalifa, that's my big bro.
Come on.
Yeah,
You work with Wiz Khalifa. It's coming out when?
probably next month. We have a
There
lot
you
of
go,
stuff.
guys.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, let me come on over here. All right. So,
Opportunity down towards that.
all right. Tell me some vision for 2017 as we're starting out here.
We're gonna build this magazine, One West, the brand, the clothing thing, the music, and hopefully we can help build some fresh artists out here, some independent artists out the West Coast, and build this West Coast thing how it should be, back to its glory.
What's like a 5 or 10 year dream?
5 years, hopefully we can build this One West brand to something larger than we ever imagined, and international in a large way.
Is it already bigger than you imagined?
Yeah, it's crazy because now the One West the magazine thing was just something we wanted to do, and I mean I do music, he does music, and I do the graphics and all that stuff, and let's do it, and that thing has kind of just taken over everything. So now it's crazy. I'll go to events or whatever, and people say, "Oh, it's hey man, One West, what?" And it's crazy. Oh, you designed, you just that, and it's wild.
And were you into the arts when you were like in high school? Were you that guy who was drawing?
Yes.
Yes.
I was the guy.
So you're doing your passion.
Yes, one of my passions. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we all get to do our passion.
You have to, because the world is a crazy place, and if you can't bring something creative to it, what's the point?
Okay. Dave, I'm going to have you give us some final thoughts here. I'll come to you. All right. Backstage Access. So Dave and I have known each other for some time, and you've been doing your thing. Yeah, you're going to be at the NAMM Music Conference.
Yes, covering you, of course, for the She Rocks Awards.
The She Rocks Awards, yes. But you too, living your dream?
Living my dream. I'm kind of like AD. I mean, like OG Cuicide as well. I did 8 years in the pen, came home. All my 20s I did in the penitentiary as a youngster from 21 to 29.
How do we stop young men from ending up in prison?
I don't know how we stop, but we just have to keep giving positive images and motivational speaking to these guys to let them see that it's not the end because you get incarcerated. You can come out and you can make stuff happen. Like you say, like me, I came out and worked for the phone company for 13 years and then started Backstage Access magazine. And now I've been having that for 14 years. So you can do it.
Okay, so if you could do things differently, turn back the clock, so you would have never, because you were an athlete in school. How did this happen?
I was home on summer vacation, hanging with the homies, caught a case. There we go. It's as simple as that. It don't matter.
Advice to young people about not being in that place to catch a case.
Man, find something to do that's positive. Find something to do that's positive, like these guys did with the music and the arts. You know, like I did with the camera. It's a lot of stuff that you can do. You just got to find your inner abilities to go out there and do that. And keep saying that the negative is your enemy. The negative is your enemy. You don't need the friends that's doing that and just having fast money. You can go out there and do your own and make your own money. You know, so it's just about how you believe in yourself and not be a follower, you know, and be, you know, your own person and follow yourself.
What I think about, you know, Backstage Access is now at a lot of red carpets, and I think that what you said about working at the phone company speaks volumes, because sometimes we have to do that real job that may not be the glam job. We've got to pay the bills and keep it straight.
That's right. That's right. And that's what happened with me. And I got a chance to meet Snoop Dogg and send it to some meetings. And I listened to him talk to the people that was around him. It wasn't even pertaining to me, but he was like, his foot is in the door. This is about 10 years ago. And he was like, my foot is in the door, bring some stuff to the table, and let's make it happen. Everybody stay in your lane, and we'll win. And that's what they preach over there. And that's what I did. I started my own lane behind the scenes. Nobody was doing behind the scenes pictures, behind the scenes coverage. So instead of letting people know what's going on the red carpet, I like to let them know what's going on behind the red carpet. You know, I like to know what they was doing.
Backstage.
Backstage Access. That's what it is.
Got it.
Access magazine. We do behind the scenes. We not in front of the scenes. We behind the scenes where the other cameras are not.
So let me ask you this. So when you were working for the phone company, did you ever think that you could actually make this lifestyle happen, this dream life?
Never. This was not even a dream of mine. You know, my dad always preached have your own business, entrepreneurship. I just wanted to be an athlete. That played out. The guys got better than me on the basketball court. I knew my limits. I ended up getting my degree later on, but it was still a grind. It was still a grind because after after being in prison, everybody's like, you can't make it, you can't do nothing, you can't make it, you'll be back in prison, you'll be back, you know, and that's what they teach you in there. That's what they try to brainwash you with, but that's not the case. And I came home, got a camera. I used to do PA work on movie sets and stuff just as extra money. And I said, I'm always behind the scenes. I'm behind the scenes. What can I do to make money? And then I was driving home and Backstage Access came to my name. Nobody had the name. I Googled it. Nobody owned it. I bought Backstage Access everything.
That's awesome.
So I owned the name Backstage Access everything. And I just started pushing the magazine, taking pictures and, you know, making contacts like yourself and people like you helping me out. And I'm here now with almost 28 million viewers online, Backstage Access Magazine, bsamag.com. And we moving. We known worldwide. You know, we behind the scenes at the Oscars, the Grammys, MTV, BET Awards, ESPY Awards, movie shoots, video shoots in the studios. We at the Laker games. We at the Clipper
send
games.
this man some emojis, you guys, because this man had a vision. I mean, think back to the high school days and now doing this. Send that man some emojis, guys, some thumbs up.
Shout out to RMM. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, the Return of Doggy Style Records, PCM movement. We moving.
Okay.
LBC movement.
OG, let me come over to you, and we'll wrap it up here, guys.
It's a wrap like a burrito.
See if there's any last comments here that we need to get to. Here come the emojis, Dave. Look at all the emojis for you coming in.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Much love.
They throwing them at them.
Yes.
Much
yes.
love.
Yes. Okay, guys, I appreciate the emoji support. It's always fun to go back and look at the emoji count and see who jumped in. Okay, I missed so many comments. I apologize, guys. All right, if you got a question for OG, throw it out there right now because I'm going to try to get any last comments in. Mona Turner, nice to see you. Maricela.
Auntie, Auntie.
Auntie's
man,
on.
shout out to the Hawkins family, the Robinson family, the Turner family. That's family.
Okay, thanks, family, for joining on the chat. We appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. Thank you for the love. Thank Thank you, Edward. Never give up.
Never.
David says, I hated paying bills. Don't you hate the paying the bills part?
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. Bernitha says, real talk. Johnny says, God bless. Thank you. Corey, hi Corey. This is good information. A lot of these young guys there are different options to be successful. Absolutely. Hi Mona Turner. Nice to see you. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're good. So, hi, Franco. Oh, okay, Franco, here's a question. What do you think about the current state of hip-hop?
Oh, that's what I'm talking.
I have nothing against it. I mean, there's a lane for all music. So, you know, I don't knock nobody music or anything like that, you know. Older cats should stay in their lane and not try to get on the younger guys' level, which I do see a lot of artists do. Like, it's about you created your lane, stay in your lane. Don't try to be what you're not, be who you are. So the state of hip hop right now, the way I look at it, it's open game. It's an open market for all genres of music, you know.
But let me ask you this, and too, like kids, you know, they say, I want to be a Laker. I'm never going to be a Laker. So what do you tell kids?
That's not true.
I'm never going to be a Laker.
You could be a Laker.
Look at AD's trying to sell me on this. How is that?
They didn't make her a Laker. You could do it if you believe it.
Do it. Yeah.
You could be the first female Laker on top of that.
Ooh.
I think you're talking all kind of crazy right now.
Oh, man.
All right, well, my question was going to be,
Okay.
let's scroll up here, guys. Let's see.
So,
Stunts, Real Ladies of Compton.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Patricia says, we love you.
Real Ladies of Compton, for sure.
But AD started out his companies and stuff, and then like
Franklin, Compton, love you. Okay, hi, Chris Lopez. Nice to see you. Bernitha, Ray. Okay, all right, so I think we're good, guys. We're going to wrap it up here.
Okay.
So, just
What was
some,
your question you was going to ask?
Yeah, the question was, not everybody's going to be a Laker.
Okay.
Or not everyone's going to be.
That's her, Christine.
Edie, stop. Stop. You're going to apply these crazy thoughts in my head. Not everybody is going to make it as a famous whatever.
Yes.
So what do you say about being open to opportunities?
I mean, everybody can't be a famous rapper. You know, it's just not possible. Anything is possible, but it's nothing is guaranteed.
But there's more than just one.
Oh, hang
Yeah,
on.
you
We
can
gotta
carry
settle. Got some
luggage.
thoughts.
Here's what I say. I rap. Everybody raps, okay? But you may not be able to be that star. But there's also producers. There's engineers. There's mixers. You know, there's PR. There are other behind the scenes stuff you can do with the artist. So there may be a person like, for example, AD. He's hot. He's got the momentum. It's going. So you know, we're gonna go behind him and support him. You know, we have that experience from, we've already kind of been back there and done it. We're on a different aspect and level, so we're not trying to reach that fame, that forefront, but he can get there, so we can help be that supporting cast. So don't be afraid to be a supporting cast.
Very good. Okay, so let's close it out, boys. Let's close it out.
AD the weatherman.
AD's gonna do the weather.
Yep.
Why'd you become a famous weatherman?
I'll be a cameraman.
And be the cameraman. Okay, Dave, guys, thank you so much. So I'm gonna just close it up here, guys. Thank you for joining my chat. As you know, I try to do these chats 2 or 3 times a week. Just try to give voice to people that are in our community doing really cool things, and give you guys a chance to chat with them and ask your questions and weigh in and connect. So she's doing a selfie back there. That's so funny. Okay, guys, so thanks a lot. I got to go work on my 10 p.m. newscast. I will see you on Fox 11 News tonight at 10 p.m. If you're here in LA, we also do stream. And I'll probably do another, I'm out for a couple of days, so I'll probably do another chat next week. So Edward, thank you. Isaac, thank you. Johnny, nice to see you. Maricela, very sweet. I appreciate that. Eric, yeah, Erica, we should do it again. Okay. All right, guys, so you can just watch as they do their photos here, and then I'll go ahead and punch off the chat. That you can't stand. That you can break those.
Who's the break those?
You sit down there.
You don't really
That's
want
right. You sit right there.
I'm the weatherman.
the weather's over on
sit
the
right
green
there.
screen.
Where's the weather?
Yes.
So Snoop and Percy said that if you want to come down Friday.
Today on the weather.
Not just now.
Or you can, yeah, you can post it.
You actually don't work Fridays. Can you do any day but Friday?
It's right here on the set.
You pick a time, 'cause I guess it'll be like that.
Oh, the neon.
Yeah. Can you do next Thursday
Next Thursday.
Shit, I always have.
or Wednesday?
I told
Tuesday
them
or
next
Wednesday?
Thursday or Wednesday.
Or the following week?
Okay. So we'll do it at the same place with Shantae.
Like around 12:30 or 1.
Come on, take some pictures.
Do that with Shantae and with Corey.
Okay. Now, are you in the good lighting, or you have good light on that camera?
Oh yeah, we got.
Yeah,
good
okay.
lighting here.
We got wait before you guys do all that. Can we all?
Oh yeah.
Let's
Let's get a
mandatory.
Where you wanna do it?
I want to get one too.
On the
You
couch?
want to do it in front of this end, or is this too typical?
We want to do whatever say Fox.
That would be.
We want to
Oh,
brand.
so by
We
the
want
set,
to show
the
the
set.
support.
Be the whole set
All right,
right here.
AD, come be my co-anchor.
Yep, let me move myself here. That's out the way.
You want
Facebook Live, I'm out.
Okay, I'm just going to set this over here, Facebook Live. You can watch the photo shoot.
Today on the weather.
Okay. Thank you, Calvin. Calvin says great interview. All right. You want to sit in my chair? Or I sit in my chair?
Yes, we gotta make it.
I'm gonna go anchor today.
Go over there.
Y'all should have me on the news for real one day. People will be going crazy.
Oh, with my phone too.
Oh yeah.
If you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Thank you very much.
I got you. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Let's see here.
Phone.
Yup.
Thank you very much.
Just one more here.
AD.
Cool.
Dave, Dave, unless you and me too, so we have a good photo for just because we do so much stuff together.
I'm gonna send you the one I took on my phone. I didn't
no
take
problem.
it to it.
No
I'll send it to
problem,
you right now. That way I didn't have to take it twice.
My lady might get mad. You touching
Nah,
me.
she's cool.
Ooh, we look good.
Wait, you did it with that camera first?
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta use your camera.
Excuse
AD.
us.
1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Right here. Right here. Right here.
Oh yeah.
One more.
Perfect.
Yep.
Come here, Jason.
All right, guys.
One more,
Tell them
please.
they need to get out.
Oh yeah.
I have to
One
go to
more.
work, right?
With,
Hi,
yeah.
Mona. Nice to see you. Renitha.
Oh, they still
This is
on.
great stuff.
still on. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
more pick, more pick.
And then the two of you.
Yeah.
Come in, guys. The One West team.
One West. Let's go. Yeah, yes. Awesome.
Okay. I gotta go to work now, guys.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
See you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those you leaving those here?
Everybody got all their stuff?
Yeah. Those
Yeah?
are,
Oh, we
for
got
you.
my own copies? Okay.
Those yours.
Those are your magazines.
All right.
Awesome.
Everybody had everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. We'll
Just
talk.
holler if you forget anything. They'll let you back in.
I'll send you all the pictures when I get in the car.
Awesome. Dave, thank you for bringing everybody. Thanks for coming down, guys. I know the rain is a mess. You too. Get home safely, everybody, with
Yes,
that
yes.
rain.
Yes, yes. The family's waiting. Got to get home
Yeah,
safe.
yeah. It's going to be 3 days of storms, guys, so
Yes. Yes, yes.
Are you still filming?
I don't know. I am.
Oh my God.
You guys are good material.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We'll probably lose signal here in just a second. We still have like almost 100 people on it. Oh, actually, okay. All right, guys, I'm signing off. AD, sign off. Such a ham.